Hello everyone, I'm Lauren Van Duzer from Happy Hounds and Beyond Dog Training. I'm founder and lead trainer. Today we're going to go over the touch cue. This is a really big foundation cue that I love to use, and once you understand how to use it, hopefully you'll love to use it as well. The main things that we use it for are redirecting a dog when there's something going on that we need to regain their focus for. Another thing that we can use it for is in place of the come cue. You may have noticed yourself that when you call your dog to come, sometimes they don't listen very well. So we can give them something constructive to do and something that's always really exciting, the touch cue. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna reward her for staying down. Good girl. So the touch cue, what we're gonna do is have our two fingers. We're just gonna bend the other fingers all together. We're just going to put two fingers right near the dog's head, and we're going to put it in a strategic place in the very beginning. Yes. Good girl, stay. So where we're going to put it is at an angle from their eye, kind of close to their nose. We are not bringing our hand to their nose and actually touching their nose. They have to do the leaning part to touch their nose to our fingers. Some dogs are going to be a little bit more picky about placement. Some dogs will always try to go for the palm of the hand, but if that happens, you just turn your hand around. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate, and we'll talk about how to get where they take several steps into your touch. So we'll go ahead and practice that. Vicky, sit. Good girl. They do not have to be in a sit position, but for reaching purposes, it's easier for me right now. Yes. So I put my fingers right close to her nose, and she immediately just leaned right into it. So we'll do that a couple of times at a couple different angles. I'm using a marker word, the word yes, and then giving her food immediately afterwards, and then praise follows as well. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. So in the beginning, we're going to reward any kind of touch or leaning towards the hand. Doesn't matter if the tongue comes out or not. A lot of dogs will end up giving you kisses while they're trying to do the touch. We can fade that out over time. And in the very beginning, we're not asking them to take steps into it. So we're just going to put it really close to their nose and then change sides. And then once they're really consistent, then we'll move on to the next step. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. So she is really consistent about extending her head in for that touch about a couple of inches. Now the next step is to put it on cue. So as soon as I bring my hand out, I'm going to say the word touch, and she'll immediately start to pair those things together. So then when we start to say touch in the future, she'll know that that's the name of the cue that we want. Touch, yes. Good girl. Touch, yes. Good girl. Ricky, touch, yes. Good girl. Ricky, touch, yes. Good girl. Touch, yes. Good girl. So once we've got it to the point where they can do it at every angle, where I just demonstrated she can lift her head up and lean into it as well as lean to the sides. And then she can go below as well, demonstrate that in a moment. Once we get to that point, then we start moving our hand a little bit further away. Each time we make the steps harder, as in we move our hand further away, then the next time we do a repetition, we need to bring our hand closer again to make it easier. That way we don't lose the dog's interest, and we will get the dog to be more interested in it and more successful. Success in any training program is one of the most important things. So if we've got good success with our dog, then our dog is going to be more reliable and enjoy it more, which is the whole basis of positive reinforcement dog training. So let's go ahead and start making it a little more difficult. So we're going to take it a couple of inches away as we say the word touch. Touch. Yes. Good girl. If you noticed, that was not planned. She did not lean all the way out. It's likely because she's in a down. But also, she was being a little bit lazy because she knows the cue really well. So what I'm going to do next is ask her to go further because I know that she can, and it's training at her level. So then I'll push it back down after this. Ricky, touch. Yes. Good girl. So the next rep is going to be a lot easier. And if this is your dog's first couple of times doing it, you won't go quite as far as I did. Touch, yes. Good girl. Touch, yes. Good girl. So we'll make each step just a little harder and then make it a little easier. Touch, yes. So you'll bump back and forth between easy and hard. Touch, yes. And throw, once they're consistent, then we'll start to throw in a few extra hard ones. Back to back. Touch, yes. Good girl. Touch, yes. Good girl. Big touch. Yes. Good girl. Place. Stay. Good girl. All right, so that's the basis of the touch cue. So the things that we can use it for are redirecting our dog when we need their attention to be on us again, rather than say barking, chasing squirrels, trying to go greet another dog. We can use that touch when we're out on walks. We can also use it for recalls, the come cue in replacement of that. And then another thing we can use it for is to teach more advanced cues, the beginning of teaching more advanced cues, such as touching a person to alert them that the doorbell has rung for a hearing disabled person, or we can teach them to weave through our legs, and even like turn light switches on and off. So there is an endless array of things that we can use this awesome cue for. So that is the touch cue for today. I'm glad that you watched with us, and we'll see you next time.